We were brothers, prototype commandos in the emerging field of psychic warfare. He was the first prototype. His enhanced reflexes made him an unstoppable killer.
Fear 3 is a horror-based first-person shooter and the sequel to Fear 2 Project Origins and the original Fear First Encounter Assault Recon. But really, you don't have to play 1 or 2 to enjoy this fear-filled action shooter. Fear 3 follows Point Man, the main character from the first game, and Fattel, the villain of the first, as they team up to discover the truth. The first cutscene pretty much brings you up to speed on what happens in the first and second game, and the second game wasn't as important as the first. And if you're like me, you might not have been that into Fear 2, and you might be hesitant to pick up 3. But trust me, Fear 3 builds upon everything that made the first Fear so fantastic, and takes all the best elements from Fear 2. Only this time you have 2 playable characters, Point Man from the first game, and his brother Fattel, who uses psychic abilities to fight. However, you have to beat the level first as Point Man before you can play as Fattel. This gives the game a great amount of replayability. Point Man plays pretty much like your normal average first-person shooter, except better. You aim down the sights, you throw grenades, you sprint, you use melee attacks. However, you can also slow down time and use cover. This is the first first-person shooter to really use a cover system effectively. It's nearly perfect, however, while the cover system works extremely well, the animations can be somewhat annoying to me. When I'm using a submachine gun, he'll hold it one-handed, and my expectation will be for him to pop out from cover and shoot it one-handed and have this really cool visceral animation. However, instead of doing that, he'll just glitch into his normal shooting stance. This wouldn't bother me if this didn't happen with the pistol animation. When you're shooting with your pistol, he'll shoot it one-handed and he'll even hold it sideways while firing, which looks really cool from cover because, let's face it, this isn't a realistic game, this is a fun, action-based game. Now, you don't have to aim down the sights to shoot effectively. You can just blast away, which I loved. The game has a great action movie feel with awesome particle effects and stunning slow-motion animations, which gives the game a great visceral action feel. The game also feels very fluid from running to shooting to using cover and melee attacks. It all works really well, although there is the odd graphical glitch here and there. The shooting mechanics are also extremely well done and have a great feel to them. It's really fun blasting enemies apart, and I loved the blood spatter effects. Enemies will have bloody wounds after battles, and you'll see arms and limbs just lying down on the ground. It's really a nice touch. There's also a nice variety in the weapons. They also look and sound very good. Fattel's psychic abilities are also extremely cool. You can possess enemies to get the drop on them, or blast them away with fireballs, or even force throw them. It's a lot of fun and really adds to the game and makes Fattel feel different from Point Man. You can also play the entire game cooperatively on or offline, and this only adds to the fun and excitement of Fear 3. On top of that, there are some great multiplayer modes in the game that feel completely different from other games. This game focuses entirely on cooperative play, and that is a refreshing change of pace, especially when you have so many competitive-based multiplayer games coming out within the next few months. It was a wise decision to make a cooperative-based game. Fear 3 uses ambience and splendid level design to its advantage. The levels are fun to traverse and extremely well made. The game may not scare horror veterans, but if you're new to horror games, you will definitely jump a few times. And the game uses all the old tricks, but surprisingly they work quite well and are definitely effective to make the game pretty scary. The game has a lot of moments where it will trick you or just fake you out thinking, oh, that's just another vision, it's not going to hurt me. Nope, this time it's a monster ready to eat your face. The game also looks pretty good. It's not the best looking game on the block, but it has a steady frame rate and great particle and lighting effects. And I like the overall design and look and art style of the game. The story also may not be perfect, but it has its moments of pure badassery and some pretty decent voice acting. Also, it definitely made me want to push forward to see the conclusion of the game. Overall, Fear 3 is a great game with some minor flaws, however none of them are big enough to detract from this awesome gaming experience. If you're looking for a serious first-person shooter to play, definitely check out Fear 3, a stunning 5 out of 5. Thanks for watching my review, and don't forget to head over to my website, www.thereallifegamer.com, for interviews, gameplay videos, reviews, and so much more.